We got about 3 more seconds to go. 1 more second and another win. Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I got a brand new strategy for you today, and it's called the Big Mac. Yes, the Big Mac strategy, because we're only using one indicator, which is the MACD. And so special thanks. Wanted to give a shout out to Kenny. He's also a VIP member, so he's the one that came up with this idea, and it's been working really, really well for him. So I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and make a video about it. So now it's really easy to set up. We're going to be using a lower time frame. So over here on the options for the chart type, over here in Pocket Option, you're going to want to be using regular candles. And we're going to set this on the 5-second time frame by selecting S5. Now you can use the 10-second time frame if you want to. Now this is optional for you if you want something that's not running so fast, because if you've used the 5-second chart before, you know everything, the price is moving so quickly. But if you want to slow it down a little bit, you can switch this to the 10-second chart right here. Now for the expiry time, we're also going to match that. So if you're using a 5-second time frame, then you're going to want to use a 5-second expiry. If you're using a 10-second time frame, then you're going to want to switch this to a 10-second expiry. Okay. And so that's all set up right there. Let's go over to the indicators menu and add the MACD, which is right here. Now for the options, we're going to be making a few little adjustments here. So just to the right of the name of the indicator, click on the little pencil icon. And on the first menu here for the fast period, slow period, and signal period, I'm going to set this to 3, 10, and 16. And then over here on the charts menu, I'm going to set this, or actually, I'm going to uncheck the MACD and the signal. Now, of course, by default, when these are checked, it might look something like this. So I will go ahead and uncheck these because our main focus is going to be on the bars inside of the MACD. That's all we're going to be looking at. I very rarely look at the candlesticks with this strategy. My main focus is to look at the bars at the bottom. Okay, now far as the assets that you're going to be trading with, you're going to have to choose an asset that is OTC. It must be over the counter. This is how you're going to be able to trade with those smaller time frames and get your expiry down to 5 seconds. So it must be OTC. And now let me explain how this works. So on the MACD down here at the bottom of the chart, if you look over on the right side of the indicator, you're going to find a little 0. You see that? Now I would hover my mouse over that, but that's going to cover it up. But just right there, you can see the 0, and to the left of that 0, you're going to have this line that's going across the indicator. This is your focus. This is going to be your main focus for this strategy because you are waiting for these bars to cross either up over that 0 line or cross underneath that 0 line. Okay, so two things can happen here. And that's going to be the point when you are going to make your entry. Now, I'm going to say that sometimes it looks like the bar is going to cross over the 0 line, but then it quickly flips back and goes the other way. So you want to enter when you see some strength, some power of these MACD bars. Okay, there needs to be some kind of power, either going down or up. Okay, and I'll go ahead and explain it and run through the strategy live right on this video so you guys can see how it works. Now, in order for this strategy to be profitable, you have to use the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager because this allows us to make up for losses as we trade. So now for this, I've got $300 inside of my account. This is real money that I'm using, and I will enter that amount. I've already done that, and I've set my settings inside of the Trade Manager. So I must win 2 out of 11 trades to make this profitable. And the first trade amount is going to be 109. And so I will go over to Pocket Option and enter that in. 109. Great. And after we enter in the trade amount, we're pretty much ready to go. So we just have to, you can browse around, you can choose a chart, something that stands out to you. You can stick with the same chart if you want to. This looks pretty good right here. And this is 5 seconds, guys. So this is a little risky for me, and you know, I'll admit it, but let's go ahead and give this a whirl. So again, our main focus is to look down here at the MACD. You see we had some good power on that new red bar that has just appeared, and now you can see it's starting to come down. But again, the 5 second, it flips around so fast, guys. So you really got to have your eye on the ball when it comes to this strategy. So if we've missed the entry, do we enter again on another bar? No, we don't. We wait for it to flip in the other direction. See, all the bars right now are below the 0 line, which is exactly where I have my pointer here. We're waiting for the bars to cross up over the 0 line now, but it must be with some power. And of course, it looks like this one that I've just entered is going to end up in a loss. Let's come over to the trade manager, mark this as a loss. The next trade amount is 204. Great. And let's just go ahead and wait. So if that ended up in a win or a loss, or we missed the move, we're not going to enter again. We're going to wait until we have a new bar that crosses underneath the 0 this time. And just make sure it has enough power so it shows some confidence that it could be continuing down in a bearish direction. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait this out. We can switch the chart. You guys can do that. I like the chart though. It looks pretty good. It's not going like super sideways or anything like that. So, okay, so here we go. I'm going to hover my mouse over the sell button over here. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and enter. And let's just... ooh, man, that was another loss. Let's go back over to the trade manager. Mark this as a loss, 379. We may have to switch over to the 10-second chart. Kenny, if you're out there, buddy, hey, give us some tips here, guy. If you see me blow my account today on the video, we'd really appreciate some insight to make this even better. Yeah, we're just going to wait for this now. It's going to be flipping it upward over that 0 line. There it is. But I need some more power. Do you see how it's kind of hesitating a little bit? There we go. That looks a little bit better. I need a little bit more push up. One more second, and it looks like that is another loss. We almost came out in profit right there. So that's 3 losses in a row. The next trade size is 692. So far it hasn't been so great, but you know, we're just going to keep on pushing through here, guys. And let's just keep on going. So we're waiting for the bars on the MACD, one of the bars to cross underneath the middle 0 line now. So let's go ahead and wait for that. Okay, we're getting close. It looks like it's trying to get down there. It's kind of hesitating a little bit. I've got my mouse over the sell button. I'm ready to push that sell button as soon as this happens. That looks pretty good. It just crossed over. I'm going to go ahead and enter. Give me a good push down. Give me something. We did have a win, so let's go ahead and mark this as a win. Now the next trade amount is 190. So that's lower now. We're using a smaller dollar amount with the trade manager. So let's go ahead and enter that in. So instead of 692, we're only using 190 now. And yeah, so that looks okay. Everything looks good. Let's just go ahead and continue. Now we can switch the chart if you want to. So I can go to something else here. Whatever, that looked pretty decent. So let's go ahead and wait this out. Ooh, we're getting close. Look at the MACD. You see that? That was close, guys. Got to wait for some more power there. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and enter. We got about 3 more seconds, 2 more seconds to go, and that was a loss. Let's go back over here to the trade manager. Mark this as a loss. And the next trade amount is 396. And we can switch the chart if we want to. Okay, this looks pretty good. So we've came down a little bit. We've went up. And we're looking for a crossover, that 0 line there. So let's just go ahead and wait this out. Okay, we're right there at that 0. If I get a little bit more push down, that was risky, guys. Super, super risky. 2 more seconds to go, and that is a win with the Big Mac strategy. Let's go over here, mark this as a win, and we have completed this session. We're going to start from scratch. Let's enter the new pocket option balance, which is 301.19. So yeah, the trade manager really saved us on this one. If we didn't have the trade manager, or if I wasn't using it, I don't think we would have came out in profit. So we've got our new initial capital, and the first trade amount is going to be 109. Let's do another round. Okay, so let's just switch to a different chart or a different asset. And this one is dropped in price. I will go ahead and remove that one. Okay, this looks pretty good. So I've got my trade amount correct. Everything looks good. We are ready to enter the trade. So now we're below the zero line. We're waiting for that price or these bars to push above the zero line with some power, and there it is. We got about 3 more seconds to go. 1 more second and another win. So let's go back over here to the trade manager, mark this as a win, and of course that pocket option does not allow us to trade with less than $1. So in this case, we can go ahead and mark this session as complete. So there you go. Try it out. This is the Big Mac strategy. I will leave a link below down in the description of this video. If you guys want to check out the VIP group, we have a very large community of around 700 members. We've got so many different trading tools, including the trade manager, which will allow you to stay in profit over the long term. It allows you to make up for losses, and it takes a lot of the stress out of trading. And it takes a lot of the guesswork on trying to figure out, what size trades should I be using based off of my capital that I have inside a pocket option. And most traders do not know. They join pocket option for the very first time. They'll put in a few $100 and they have no idea. Should I trade with $1? Should I trade with $10? The trade manager figures all of that out for you. Totally takes out the guesswork. That's also included with the VIP. And as well as many other things, we have a VIP strategy that we do not share on the YouTube channel. And as well as a lot of other videos. There's a video course that's included, and also member submissions. There's many different strategies and techniques that are shared privately inside of the members' website. That's also included. So make sure to check that out. I've got a link below down in the description. Try this out, guys. I think this is a pretty good strategy. I would say it's probably going to be like a 50% win rate. Try it. If it works for you, then great. It's not a fit for everyone. So I wish you guys the best of success. We'll see you on the next video. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this trade manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.